So I'm back with again the new video of chapter 1 in economics, this time of class 10th, and that title of the chapter is development. So in this chapter I'm going to cover the different dimensions of development, the aspirations on the individual level, various examples with the developmental goals. Okay, after that we will cover about the different examples in the form of tables about the countries and states, their literacy rate, their net attendance ratio and all that. And also we will study about the real per capita income and national income through these tables. Fine. After that I'll discuss HDI, that is Human Development Index. Fine. And the comparison between the World Bank and the Human Development Index. So, and at last the sustainability of resources, which you have already learned in the first chapter of geography. Fine. So my dear students, let's start the video. Class, let's start the video chapter 1, development in economics. Okay, so let's have the discussion on this chapter title, that is development. So what is development? In your mind, the words like growth, progress, these words must be coming in your mind. Okay, so what is development? Development is the process that creates progress, okay, that creates growth, or you can say that brings changes. Which type of changes? They bring positive changes. Okay, also development adds some components also. What are these components? You can also call them the different aspects of development. Okay, so what are these? These are economic, physical, environmental, social, etc. So what definition we can get from here? That development is the process that creates what I told you, progress, okay, growth, the changes which are the positive changes, fine, no negative change, okay, positive changes, the addition of the components like economic changes, economic, physical, social, environmental, etc. Okay, so we can say that development can be defined as a systematic use. See, what is development? The definitions you may find different everywhere, because when we are talking about the development, so development has many aspects and dimensions. Okay, so for example, see, everybody wants to have a better life and everybody wants to improve their condition, fine, and the standard of living. So according to the individual person, what are their developmental goals, or you can say aspirations? They are all different. See, for example, I am here and I am saying that I will develop you all. Okay, I am saying that I'll develop you all. But what does it mean? See, the development for me is not the development for all. It cannot be, because the people, the individual people, the different, they belong to different society, they belong to different status, so they feel some difference also. Okay, now there are several examples also given in your book, the categories of people, in the form of the categories of people. What are these? See, few of them I have written here, and you can find them in your NCERT book also. So what are these? See, first is given over here, landless rural casual laborers. So what are their developmental goals? They need full-time work and better wages. Okay. Good school to provide education to their children. This can be also the developmental goal. Also the availability of health facilities which they are not getting, so they require these facilities. Okay. In the village community, and no social discrimination, because what exactly they are facing, why they are backward, what is the reason behind that, that they are facing the inequalities in the society. So this is the main reason behind their backwardness. Fine. So they require such type of developmental goals, or you can say aspirations. Fine. Now let's move to the another one, that is big prosperous farmers. Big and prosperous farmers means, you can say, rich farmers, large farmers we're talking about. Now what aspirations they are having? Higher support price as well as remunerative prices for their crops, because obviously, because they are growing the crops, very high production they are giving. So what they need? They need means development in their price rate. Fine. Then you can say that easy availability of hard working and cheap farm laborers, because in order to get a good income, firstly what they need cheap laborers but hardworking. Okay. Now next can be what? The prospects of exports of agricultural products, so that they may get good rate for that. Fine. So these are the aspirations of the rich farmers, the large farmers. Fine. Now next is the example, that is category of people is rickshaw puller. Fine. So what are the aspirations of him? He aspires to become the owner of the rickshaw, because over here it is written that having hired rickshaw. Fine. He is not owning his own rickshaw. So first aspiration is that to become the owner of the rickshaw. Good earning through increase in the fares of the rickshaw. Okay. And better housing, and normally whatever the basic requirements are there, in that he needs the development. Fine. Now next is that example, the untrained worker of a factory. So untrained worker of a factory, what he needs? He needs higher income through the increased wage rates. Okay. Benefits of social security measures. Fine. Smaller working hours and good working conditions. Okay. Good treatment by factory owners. Okay. These are all the things which the people, means the people always want development in that phase, or you can say in that zone, or you can say the domain in which that person is suffering. Fine. So that is the development for these, means individually I'm talking about. Okay. Now see, here we have studied about the development in many of the, means the developmental goals and aspirations. Okay. Can you tell me the answer to it? Why do we need development? Why do we need development? What is the reason why the development is required? So simple answer is this, that development is good for people. Okay. Development is good for the society. Development is good for the nation. Fine. So this is the main thing, that why do we need development. Okay. And what are their basic requirements? Development means, because that is good for people to get their basic requirements like water facilities, healthcare facilities. Okay. Means all the basic requirements. Okay. Sanitation facilities and all that. Fine. I hope it is clear. Now, one more definition also you can give, that is that it can be defined as the systematic use of scientific and technical knowledge. Okay. Development is what? Development is the use of the systematic, scientific, technical knowledge. Why? To meet the specific requirements. Because when we are working according to the era, means according to the technologies, according to the things which are moving all around. According to that, if we are moving, it means that we are walking on the path of development. I hope it is clear to you all. Okay, now let's move. Let's have the clear definition over here. What is the definition? What you can write? See, so many dimensions I have given you. So now what you will write in the definition, that it is a comprehensive term which include increase in per capita income, improvement in living standard of people, reduction in the crime rate, illiteracy, poverty, unemployment, etc. So this is all about, means the people at their place, they are thinking about their own development. I hope this is all clear to you. So in conclusion, what you can say? In conclusion, we can say that different people have different developmental goals, because from the examples what we have learned, that different people, they have different developmental goals. What may be the development for one person may not be development for other. Okay. So now what is this second one, that what may be the development for one person may not be the development for other. Now here through example I will tell you that how the development for one person is not the development for other. See, this is the globalization era. Fine. So in this globalization, see, big Indian industrialists, those industries and companies, they are benefiting through the process of globalization. See, this example I'm giving you before only, but the chapter, I think fourth chapter is there in your syllabus, that is the globalization. In that you will study, but no problem. This is the mild example from that chapter, and from by this you can easily means understand the concept over here. Fine. So what I was talking about, that the big Indian industrialists, these industries, they are benefiting from the process of globalization. Okay, so they may increase their production methods, they may collaborate with the foreign companies, and they may reap the benefits. Fine. But you know that is still they are developing. Because of them the market is developing. Today when we go to the market, we find many products over there of different brands, and we have a good choice which to take. Fine. So this is the consequence of development only. But at the same time, what I am talking about, that is not development for other. So the small scale cottage industry sector, that is what you say, laghu udyog, that is called small scale and cottage industries, okay, is concerned. It is facing severe hardships. Why? What is the reason behind that? Because the small scale units, they are producing toys, fans, cigarette lighters, batteries, tires, dairy products, okay, energy saving lamps even, and a large variety of consumer articles are losing their market to cheaper imported products. So consequently, a large number of small scale industries are becoming sick or have closed down. Fine. So you cannot say that the development for one person may not be the development for other. Is it clear to you all now? Okay, now let's move to this third one. Sometimes development goals of different persons may result in conflict. How? Because when such type of thing happens, when the development for one person is not the development for the other person, then it creates conflict also. Okay, the thinking, the imagination, they vary from one person to another. So this is the main reason of conflict. So now you will study about the developmental goals in detail. So they are classified into two main groups. What are these two groups? Materialistic goals, material goals, or non-material goals. So material goals, what are these material goals? Can you tell me what are these material goals? Yes. So what is that? See, all people, they want regular work, better wages, better condition to live, or you can say a good remunerative amount, the prices for their production, right, for their produce. So this is what, when the people, they are making something like good house, okay, the good luxurious car is there, bungalow is there, fine. So this is what? This is a kind of development which is known as material development. Fine. So these goals are known as materialistic goals. Okay, where higher income is an important goal. Fine. I hope material goal is clear. Now come to non-material goals. What is this non-material goals? See, for example, one person got promotion to the remote area, to any remote place, and that person is getting a good salary package also, but he refuses that. Why he refuses that? Because just now he is living with along with the family. The parents are there, the children are there, wife is there. Okay, so he is all about means in a satisfaction zone. He is living comfortable zone. He is completely living over there. But now what he is thinking? Now he is thinking that if he will go there, though he will get a good salary, good package, but what else he will lack? The main thing. So this is called the non-material goal. Means that when the person has no requirement for higher income, but he has the requirement for freedom, security, respect in the society, equal treatment, okay, tension-free life, affectionate behavior, no discrimination among anybody. So this is what is called the non-material goals. It means that the those goals in which the quality of life he wants. Okay, I hope both these material goals and non-material goals are clear to you. Okay, now let's move to next topic. See, now this is we are moving to the important topics now. This is one of the very important topic, and if you will take means commerce in class 11th, then it will help you out. You must know at this level only what is national income and per capita income. So they are coming under country's developmental goals. When we are talking about the country's developmental goals, then the concern is with these two types of income, that is national income and per capita income. So now what is national income? Firstly, this is important. See, in very clear definition, I want to tell you, it is the total value. Total value means we are talking here in which subject? Economics. Economics means the management, money management, means how much profit and how much loss is there. So this is what exactly, if loss is there, then how to manage with that, and if profit is there, then how to manage with that extra money. So this is what economics is. So over here what we are studying about the definition of national income. What is national income? Now we are considering the whole nation over here. So this is the total value, that is the money value. Means this total value means the money value for final goods and services. This is very important. What is final goods and services? We are not at all talking here. See, these two values are there, means the goods, two types of goods are there, intermediate goods and final goods. But here we are talking about the final goods. Why? Because those goods which are ready to use, which are ready to consume, we are talking here about those goods. So for final goods and services produced in a country during a financial year. So this is very important, during a financial year. You know that in India, what is the means tenure of the financial year, from which date it starts? It starts from 1st April and it lasts till 31st March. Okay. So I hope the definition is clear to you. What is national income? It is the total value, that is the money value for final goods and services produced in a country during a financial year. Okay. So this is the definition for national income. Now, means what is the advantage of doing this, calculating it as a national income? Why? What is the importance? So it indicates the progress of a country. Okay, what is the main purpose of calculating or measuring the national income? The main purpose is it indicates the progress of a country. Okay, then ideally it should increase, because see here, I'll give you the reason that it cannot be only in an increased form, it can decrease also, deceleration can also be there, fine, but if it is increasing, so that is the ideal requirement from every country. Okay, it should increase, because when the economy is getting developed, so it needs to be means in the in increasing way. I hope it is clear. National income to you all. Okay, now come to per capita income. What is per capita income? See, what is per capita income? When we are concerned with the different income in the society. Okay, for example, one person is earning 100 rupees, for example wage, he is getting 100 rupees, the other is getting 200 rupees, the one next to him is getting 500 rupees, and one is getting 40,000 rupees. Okay, so this is what, when we will find the per capita income, what we will do, we will calculate all these four persons means total income, so that which we will get in the form of by dividing it with the total population, so that answer which we will be getting, that is called the average income. So this is called per capita income. Okay, so you must know that what is per capita income, and what is the purpose of having, and what is the demerit also of per capita income. You all will learn this. So firstly, listen the definition. When the total national income is divided by the total population, whatever total national income is there, when it is divided by the total population, then we find out the per capita income, or you can say the average. Okay, now what is the demerit of this? It is advantage, one advantage and one disadvantage is written over here. Why per capita income is good? It is good for comparison. Okay, it is good for comparison, but it hide disparities. Disparities, just now I gave you the example that one person is earning 100 rupee, the other is earning 200, then the other is 500, and the last one is earning 40,000 rupees. So what is this? The average lastly was the total. So it is hiding the disparities. So it is very important to know the disparities only, because for the development, if we are knowing the disparities in the society also, or you can say the inequality in the income, then that will be easy to work on that. Okay, because for the development of the country, this improvement is required. I hope it is clear. Okay, so now let's have the example of these two countries over here. Okay, so this is the comparison of average income of the two countries, country A and this is country B. These are the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. These are the persons. Okay, individual persons are here. First, second, third, fourth. 5 people are here. And let's see. Firstly, we will see of the country A. Country A, first person is getting 8,000. Okay, then second person is getting 8,500. Third person 9,500, fourth person 10,500, and fifth person 10,800. Fine, and the total average, I told you that total of this upon number of persons. So whatever the persons upon, so this will come. So this is a kind of average only. Fine. Now let's take the example of B country. B country, first person is getting 500, second is getting 600, third is getting 650, fourth 750, and fifth one is getting 44,800. So what you are seeing, if you hide this area, this portion, if you hide, then what you see, that comparing these two countries, we are getting the inequalities in earning. The income inequalities we are finding. In A country, not much, but in country B, what we are looking at, a good means a drastic variation is there. Okay, a big difference in amount is there, but average, see, both the average are same. Okay, so just by getting, if I hide this completely like this, if I hide this like this, see, so you are getting what? For both A and B country, you are getting the average income of 9,416 both. For both countries, you are getting the same. So it means what? That per capita income is good for comparison, but it hides the disparities. Okay, so this is what you should know, and you have to learn this concept. Fine. Okay, now let's move to the next example. See, these are some more ways how to calculate the development. Okay, so here three states are given, and this is the comparative data of three states over here. Fine. Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. This is from your book only. Infant mortality rate 1000 per birth, literacy rate, net attendance ratio, that is per 100 per age for 14 to 15 years. Okay, so this is what is given in your book also. And what is this? Here you will compare the data. See, here what you have compared, their income. Fine, you got the result. But here what you are getting, here you are getting the mortality rate, and from this basis you will find that which state is more developing. Okay, literacy rate in Kerala is 94, Haryana is 82 and Bihar is 62. Okay, net attendance ratio, Haryana is 61, Kerala is 83, Bihar is 43. Fine. Infant mortality rate, Haryana is 36, Kerala is just 12 and Bihar is 42. So now means if the questions are asked based on this, that what is the condition of Haryana, then what you will say? That it is in a developing zone. Okay, but what is the condition of Bihar? Bihar is still backward, because over here, see, net attendance ratio is also very less. Okay, infant mortality rate is also increased over here, and the literacy rate is also 62 only. So this is what is the way that we can calculate that which state on these three factors you can find out the development in these three states by the comparison. I hope this comparison is clear to you. Fine. Students, after this, for this chapter, you can continue the next video in which I will cover the topics like HDI, the comparison between the World Bank and HDI, along with a good series of important questions with the table-based questions also. So please watch the next video. Goodbye.